True Blue Nation, Dodgers Report.
Hey, Blue Nation! Welcome to True Blue Nation, Dodgers Report, your channel for exclusive news and analysis on our Los Angeles Dodgers. I'm your host, and as always, I'm here to bring you the hottest and most detailed information straight from behind the scenes with the precision and seriousness you've come to expect. Before we dive into the news that's shaking up Los Angeles, I want to make a special request. If you're a true Dodgers fan, a member of the Blue Crew, and you want to stay ahead of the curve with in-depth analysis and breaking news, don't waste any time. Click the subscribe button now and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single update. Your support is crucial for me to continue bringing this exclusive content to you. Let's get straight to the point, because the news I have today is of utmost importance and directly affects our postseason aspirations. Over the past few days, I've been gathering information from my sources inside and outside the organization about a strategic move that the Dodgers front office, led by Andrew Friedman, is seriously considering to strengthen our bullpen, which, as we know, has been our Achilles heel in decisive moments throughout this season. Despite having one of the most potent offenses in the league and a solid starting rotation with names like Walker Buehler and Yoshinobu Yamamoto, the instability of our relief corps has raised concerns. The information I've obtained and can confirm with a high degree of certainty is that the Dodgers are in advanced negotiations to acquire a big name, an elite closer who could change the landscape of our final innings. The name circulating most strongly behind the scenes is of the Oakland Athletics. Miller, a 27-year-old pitcher with a fastball that nears 103 miles per hour, has become one of the most dominant closers in the American League. His strikeouts per 9 innings rate is simply phenomenal, surpassing the 14.0 mark, and his ERA has consistently remained below 2.50 throughout the season. What makes this negotiation complex, however, is the price the Athletics are asking. They don't just want prospects, they want young, already established MLB players who can make an immediate impact on their team. And that's where the situation gets tricky for the Dodgers. To bring Miller to Los Angeles, Andrew Friedman would have to give up a significant package, and the names that have emerged in conversations, according to my sources, include one of our promising young outfielders like Andy Pages or even James Outman, plus a top 10 pitching prospect from our organization, such as right-hander Nick Frasso. The front office is weighing the pros and cons. Bringing in Miller would mean having a lockdown closer for the 9th inning, moving Evan Phillips into an elite setup man role in the 8th, which, on paper, would make our bullpen formidable. The analysis the front office is conducting is deep and considers not only the immediate impact on the 2025 season, but also the long-term implications. James Outman, for example, despite a spectacular rookie year, has faced some struggles against left-handed pitchers, and his strikeout rate has increased. Andy Pages, on the other hand, has shown impressive power and patience at the plate that excites the coaching staff. But he is still in the process of adapting to the major leagues. The big question Freeman and his team are debating is it worth sacrificing a young talent who could be a key part of our outfield for the next 5 or 6 years for a closer, even if he is one of the best today? My reporting indicates that the talks intensified after the last series against the San Diego Padres, where in 2 consecutive games, our bullpen gave up the lead late in the game. Those losses set off a major alarm in the front office. The internal perception is that to compete on equal footing with teams like the Atlanta Braves and the Philadelphia Phillies in the postseason, an elite bullpen is not a luxury, but an absolute necessity. Recent data supports this urgency. Over the last 30 games, our bullpen's combined ERA is 4.75, one of the worst marks among teams currently in a playoff position. Bruce Gradero has been solid, but he is not a strikeout pitcher in high-pressure moments. Evan Phillips has been heroic, but he is overworked. And the lack of a second reliable option to close games has forced Dave Roberts to use him in less than ideal situations. The acquisition of Mason Miller would solve this problem immediately. He would not only bring dominance to the 9th inning, but also create a positive ripple effect, allowing Roberts to use Phillips and other relievers more strategically in more favorable matchups. The psychological impact on the entire roster would also be immense. Knowing you have a closer who can turn out the lights in the ninth inning gives extra confidence to the starting lineup and the offense. It's the kind of move that signals to the clubhouse and the entire league that the Dodgers are all in on their pursuit of a World Series title. The cost is high, no doubt, but the price of inaction could be even higher, resulting in another early playoff exit. To conclude the analysis of this main story, the potential acquisition of Mason Miller is a watershed moment for the Dodgers season. On one hand, we have the opportunity to solidify our biggest weakness and assemble an almost unbeatable team for the home stretch and the playoffs. The combination of a powerful offense, an elite rotation, and a bullpen locked down by Phillips and Miller would undoubtedly be the most feared in the National League. On the other hand, the cost of giving up a young player like Andy Pages or James Outman could be felt in the coming years. Andrew Friedman's philosophy has always been to build sustainable success, and trading young, controllable talent goes against that premise. However, the window of opportunity to win with the current core, led by Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, and Shohei Ohtani, is open now. The pressure for a title is immense, and bold moves are necessary. The front office seems inclined to take the risk, believing that the addition of Miller is the missing piece to transform a very good team into a World Series champion. Now, I want to know your opinion, Blue Crew. What do you think about this potential trade? Would you give up a talented young player like Andy Pages or James Outman to bring in Mason Miller and strengthen our bullpen for the postseason? Or do you believe the price is too high and that we should trust the players we already have on the roster? Leave your comments below. I want to read and debate with each and every one of you. Your voice is essential in this community. If you enjoyed this in-depth analysis and want to continue receiving the hottest news and exclusive insights on our Los Angeles Dodgers, don't forget, subscribe to True Blue Nation, Dodgers Report, and turn on notifications. Here, the information is fast, accurate, and made by a fan for the fans. Stay tuned for the next update.